Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Tana. So today I have my update for the project special panning edition. And if you don't know this project, this is based on the board game Clue or Cluedo here, as we call it in Germany. And you have your very serious incident happening, somebody gets unalived, and you have now the usual suspects, that you can imagine it as like an Agatha Christie crime plot. You are in a village, and everybody is acting suspiciously, and you have to guess where was Mr. Boddy killed, unalived, where who is the murder suspect, and what was used to unalive Mr. Boddy, or Mrs. Boddy. Just a second, I'm just going to pick up so my other pieces here. And in this is a project created by Stephanie Ledger here, and it continues until you have actually made all your guesses, eliminated, so to say, all the suspects, all the murder weapons, as well as the murder, let's say the places where the murder could have taken place. And so if you want, you can print out this kind of stuff online, where you actually can mark down your which you have, your guesses as well, and so on. So apologies, I have not updated this project for a long time because I moved in February, and January was hectic, as well as and then there was no time to film an update. I'm still working with actually the December guesses. So if you want to know the guesses, just check them out. Check out the December update. And I have to say, I'm not sure which ones. I think I finished 1, 2, 3, 4 things, but it was not enough to make guesses, to be honest with you, I think, or I missed to make guesses, to be honest with you, because wait a second. Yeah, I could have made one guess maybe, but then it was like, again, I didn't bother. I will make a guess, and then I will see what's going to happen. So, but just to reintroduce the products to you, and then in April I will let you know if my guesses were correct or not, because Stephanie actually made this game interactive in that sense, or panning project interactive. You submit your guesses, and then she gives you your her individualized answer to your guesses. So that means everybody has a different outcome. Who could be the murderer? Who could be the what could be the murder weapon, as well as the location. So I actually was rotating between 3 different palettes, because I was like, you could take actually for the murder suspects 3 rainbow palettes, because if you read the murder suspect's name, it's Mr. Green, Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard or Colonel Mustard, Mrs. Peacock, Miss Scarlet, Mrs. White. So you could take any rainbow palette that you want. I was taking this one, for example, and you can see there's a lot of dips, no, not dips, but you can see I made some dent into those, but not too much. This is a Revolution Joker palette, or you could take, for example, this little guy here from BH Cosmetics, the Trendy in Tokyo palette. It's also a rainbow palette, so, as well as one of my older palettes that I put into this project was the Blush Stripe Blusher palette. Blush Stripe doesn't exist anymore, but still, this palette, is a typical rainbow palette, so you could have used this rainbow palette to do it. So, but now we are getting closer and closer to the goal, so to say, because I have only 3 suspects. No, yes, 3 suspects out of 6. Yes, out of 6. Then I have only 3 murder weapons and 3 rooms. If you're wondering why I'm looking there, I have my MacBook there, and I'm just looking what I have done with it. So out of this palette, the Revolution palette, I was supposed to be working on the green. I don't remember if I was using the green, so that's why I'm kind of restarting the last update again. So, you know, so the green, and you can see the blue, it's a creamy shade. I've repressed it into another palette that I was using more often, you know, and I think I used it 9 times. Oh yeah, the way you play this also is you take 2 dice and roll them. The eye of the dice will determine how many times you have to use it. So for the green, I rolled actually 8. I don't remember if I used the green or not, to be honest with you, because it has been a long time since December, you know. The Joker blue, I am pretty sure I used it because I was putting it into the other palette and then I was using it in combination. I'm pretty sure I panned this one, so I reached goal with this one. Then I had the Essence Lash Primer for Mrs. White. Apologies. Okay, I had Mrs. Peacock, that was a blue shade. Mr. Green, that was a green shade. And Mrs. White, I had this lash primer from Essence. And I have to say, that was supposed to be used 8 times. I used it definitely 8 times because I'm using it on a daily basis. So I hope to, you know, finish this one completely and then just take something else as Mrs. White. So, yeah. Then, for the murder weapon, I had only the rope left. That is a hair product by Cantu, and I should have used it, I believe, 8 times. I didn't use it 8 times. I'm pretty sure about it. That's why I don't have it here right now. Apologies for that, but yeah, that's it. Then I had also, the next thing was the Be Perfect Brow for the knife, you know, something that disappoints you or something like that. I don't even remember, but I will link everything in the description below. And I think I used it 3 or 4 times, but I was supposed to be using it 10 times. Didn't do that. So then we had the revolver, you know, and I am pretty sure that I used the other, you know, other concealer, because I had 2 concealers actually in this rotation. If I'm not mistaken, I had 2, or I used the other one, but then I pulled this one in 2 times. Definitely one, either this one or that one I used 2 times, so that those ones are also rolled out. So you can see that I did some damage, but once I started again to use makeup, you know, because then for the library, for the location, I put in this little guy, and this is the MAC mascara. I don't even know what was it again. The MAC Upward Lash Upward Black Mascara, and this is on its last legs actually. I was supposed to be using it 3 times. I definitely used it 3 times. I think I can actually mark this one because I see now that it's so. And then what else did I do? For the conservatory, something shimmery or something light and so on, I used this blush from Kiko Milano, and that was supposed to be used 4 times. Definitely used it 4 times, so I'm pretty sure about that. Then for the last one, the lounge, something that makes you comfortable, I think. Yeah, that's another story. Now I have to show you if you have cats, you know that some things break and some things fell down or will be pushed down. And I had actually this powder full, you know, this was a mix of setting powder as well as a blush that was too light for my skin tone, and I kind of used it as a setting powder, and it's now empty because I dropped it while I was chasing Fiona away because she was, you know, bit with her paws in my makeup, you know. It sounds a little bit disgusting, I admit that, but if you have cats, you know this, you know, you cannot always hide everything from them, and they are just like sneaky autistic children. They throw away things and look at you like it's your fault that you didn't put it away. So that happened to me. Yeah, so I will try to reach my goals with the other products that I have not reached yet, and then submit guesses for April, you know, because we can submit the guesses until the 9th and then publish the update video. But this time I don't submit any guesses for this month. I will submit them in April, and let's see what Stephanie will say about my updates. So I hope you enjoyed this little rambling video. I don't know what to call it. It's not really an update, but it may be more like an explanation why things didn't work out as they should. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.